Hi, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience. Now, why am I doing this video? Again, when I talk about the dark triad personality types, those in position of authority, those in the elite circles, how their mindset, their dark triad personality traits, their psychopathy, their Machiavellianism, their dark triad traits, right? They exhibit, they have these dark traits, and this is why, like I said, they can do what they do. They can lay off tens of thousands of people while giving their CEO $150 million bonuses, right? Because they don't care about the little people. Because AI, robotics, is their future to replace human beings, particularly in the West. And so there's certain books that in which they will not allow me to purchase. Again, which is what this book here is called the Psychopath Mantra: Chaos is Power, by Raymond King, and it talks about the elites, right, and how they are engaging in not only psychological warfare but technological warfare, psychological manipulation, to make us believe certain things so they can continue to control us. So I cannot purchase this book. All right, they won't let me. You talk about censorship. All right, this is what's happening. All right, this is the one of the realization of living in a so-called democratic country, in a so-called country that's considered itself a free nation and people are free. You find out that no, we're not free. Okay, we are not free. Understand? But let me pause this, and I want to do just to read the summary of what this book is about. All right, so they were using their sirens because I'm about to read you guys exactly what this book is about and what it says, and I gotta laugh because they don't want you to understand who they are. They don't want you to understand that they are the most immoral, the most corrupt, the most vicious, the most evil, the most vile, the most cruel group of people. Okay, and they put themselves in position of authority because that is how they control you and I. That is how they manipulate you and I. That is how they engage in crimes against the civilian population. Not only that, but that is how they get away with mass murder, the death and murder of millions of people through lies, deception, manipulation, all for the sake of profit, money. Wetico, that is their mental illness, along with the white supremacist mindset. Okay, so this is the book called Psychopath Mantra: Chaos is Power. All right, and listen to just a little summary of what the book is about. I should say description. Okay, industrial society and its future meets mediation in the darkly satirical guide of power as told by the ruling class. You've been told to win friends and take control. You've been told to hustle harder and happiness will follow. You've been told to reject positivity and embrace suffering as good. Meanwhile, we, the ruling class, have never been more powerful, more shameless, more efficient at what we do. Here's the simple truth. Unless we make you feel inadequate, the ruling class will cease to exist. You call us psychopaths, but we wear the label with pride. What you see as morality is our instrument of power. The Psychopath Mantra lays bare our philosophy in 4 sections. Overcoming morality through overcoming morality, how morality enslaves you to the state under the guise of self-improvement. The mantra game, the martyr game, how we orchestrate chaos to appear virtuous without sacrificing anything at all. 3. Embrace resentment, why we sell you suffering and why you should embrace resentment instead. 4. Illusions, becoming truth, how unattainable ideas stroke envy and how to use them to become larger than life. This guide is short enough to be read again and again, whether your aim is self-defense, entertainment, or preparation to join the ruling class. Once you see the world from our perspective, you will never see it the same way again, we guarantee it. Again, there's certain books that, like I said, particularly when it comes to the dark triad personality traits, anything that has to do with dark psychology, psychological manipulation, and defending yourself against those things, anyone that's speaking the truth about these things, they are silenced. And particularly in this climate, particularly in today's era, particularly with this administration, particularly with the war on truth, and also the inability of the left, particularly the left politicians, to distance and detach themselves from corporate entity is a lot of the reason why we're in the position that we're in today. Not just we as TIs. We as TIs, we've been targeted since me, myself, over 2.5 decades. All right? Over 2 decades, I should say. My twin brother over almost 3 decades. There are other TIs who've been targeted for many more decades than us. All right? And they are afraid of what we have to say. They are afraid of those of us who are not talking that religious gibberish, who are giving you the information, the truth, right? The technology, the psychological manipulation, these sorts of programs and what it is that they're doing. They don't want most people to hear about these things, right? The illegal microchipping, right? Non-consensual human experimentation, non-consensual implantation of foreign devices into the sovereign bodies of human beings without their consent. They are afraid of what's to come, right? And like I said, they're willing to do anything, and we just as whistleblowers will always choose humanity over selfishness and over their own self-centeredness. We as TIs who speak out on these things do the same, right? We're not concerned about what they think. We're not concerned with the fact that they don't want to be exposed. We're concerned with the fact that not only is this bigger than us, but society and human beings moving forward need to truly understand what these people are about and what it is that they're doing and how they use the Predator Police Department all across America. When I talk about the New York Predator Department and its relationship with the Israeli government, particularly the Israeli Secret Service, the Mossad, also with its relationship with the CIA, in which they are called, the New York Predator Department is called the baby CIA. Can you load that down, please? Can you load that down, please? Can you load that down, please? Thank you. Can you lay that down, please? I'm going to take your phone from you. Okay, thank you. That's all interference. Manipulating her mind. But anyhow, because again, they want to cause a distraction, right? But I'm going to still record. I'm going to still say what I got to say. I just want you guys to understand and know what's going on here. And the noise, more noise. I'm telling you. This is what they do. You be it through microwave, radio wave frequency, silent sound spread spectrum, or they have the perps driving by. Doing what? Making noise. All right? Talk to you guys in the next video.